It's Steve, the red pigment Steve, oh yeah.
Here we go!
Lens flare. Lens flare the stage. Actually no, that wasn't lens flare. That was just a really weird lighting. I don't know. I'm not a specialist on lighting. But anyway, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to lighting the stage. Sonic Unleashed, I mean. We're at Cool Edge Night Act 3, which is a DLC stage, and you know, it's pretty fun, but it's one of the stages that took me the most attempts to beat it. That's probably mostly because it's really short. Like, you're asked to, like, the stage literally asks you to complete it in 1 minute and 20 seconds or something like that. And while you're gonna need most of that, it's still not much. And if you die early on, like, it's a stage that is pretty packed with situations where you can die. It's like death, 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 or more like potential death, potential death, potential death. But it's yeah, it's a pretty cool stage, and we beat it, which is of course very good. I like the stage. Of course, it has the best music in the game, which is Cool Edge Day. But that's not exactly how it went. I took many more attempts than just one. Like, every time. Like, actually, my first attempt is like, we're gonna be dying in like 2 seconds. There you go. That was my first death. So, be sure to drift whenever it's safe. Be sure not to drift whenever you think it's not really worth it. Like, there are parts of the stage where like right here, I never really tried drifting here too much. I actually tried lightspeed dashing, and that sends you to your death. Reminds me a lot about reminds me a lot of Sonic Heroes, like, actually, where if you're not perfectly dead center in front of a trail of rings, you will fly off the stage and everything. Which, yeah, I don't know, that's never fun. Trails of rings should work better with a lightspeed dash. They should be more reliable. And I feel like in this game they are, but when you have weird ring configurations like the one we just had, then, yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die, my friends. But what do we say to death? Not today. Die, potato. Okay. So yeah, we actually make some progress here. The 3 laps aren't too different from one another. This part is one of the biggest differences. Like, there will be more spikes, and you will have to do more. Yeah, there we go. Good job, mate. There will really be more spikes, and it will be more difficult and more difficult with each lap. And yeah, that kind of makes sense. This part doesn't really change between laps. Another part that changed between laps is the one I'm gonna tell you in just a second. Good job, me there. Oh, I actually made that. Oh, that part with the rainbow ring. The rainbow ring is gonna be in 3 different places. Actually, sometimes you can save yourself here on the water. I didn't manage to do it this time. I actually, like, this one rock is always in the way. But I think I have it on video where I actually managed to save myself. Now we're actually gonna be... There we go, I passed through the wall. And I don't know what is happening at all. This is almost like Superman 64 all over again. We're already at attempt 21! Believe it or not, we're like I said, this stage is pretty packed with places you're gonna die. It's like potential death, potential death, potential death. So you'll die a lot, and it's pretty short. So 100 attempts doesn't actually mean that much. It's just it's an hour or something. 100 attempts can be an hour. Unlike Shamar, where I had like 25 attempts, and each of them was so long that it ended up being an hour again. Or the Skyscraper Scamper DLC Act 1-2, where I took like 50 tries and it was 2 hours or something like that. That's kind of, yeah, like you saw there, that was actually... Oh, here's I think where I managed... No, I don't manage to save myself here. Great. That's of course very good. Again, the stage just hands you an extra life at the beginning of each playthrough of the stage. And you are likely to get another one because there's a lot of there's not a lot of rings, but you should at least sometimes get 100 here, especially when actually beating the stage. I don't know, it's weird. It's really weird. There we go. I got 100 rings. I performed really well. Sorry, I performed really awkwardly on all this for some reason this time. And yeah, there we go. Penguins! These penguins are exactly like the people in the Shamar stage. Oh, here I managed to save myself. They are exactly like the people in the Shamar stage. They're complete brick wall. Like, they act like complete brick walls, pretty much. Which I think still, I think that's kind of funny. Like, how we should run over the penguins, but I don't think casualties is something that Sonic team wants to put in their Sonic games. And there, I almost beat the stage. The stage is 3 laps, so yeah. And then it happens again. Where I die the exact same way, pretty much. And that was just the thing that I put in there because it looked like it was a really cool recovery move. Kind of looked fancy. But again, this time I'm still again on the 3rd lap. And it happened. The same shit happens again. You really have to watch out for that. And now we have another glitch. Look at that. Woo! Amazing. We're at attempt number 34, people. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got another kind of glitch. It's weird. I suddenly faced the opposite way and was still boosting. It was weird. Anyway, I feel like we should actually beat this stage now. Like, it's been 47 tries, or 46 tries so far, and this is the 47th one. I feel like we should finally actually try and beat this stage. It's a pretty cool stage. I just wish that there would have been more things to differentiate the 3 laps from another. And again, this stage it suffers incredibly from the weird drifting controls of Sonic Unleashed. If this would be the SD version of Sonic Unleashed, I would probably drift in this curve, like in here. I could drift here, I could drift over there without like having to hug the wall, pretty much. The drifting in this game is not the best. They've definitely improved it in Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors, but in Sonic Colors it was like it's like there were drifting segments. But in Sonic Generations they've definitely improved it. I think though that the best the drifting has ever been in terms of design to the stages were more designed around it. In Sonic Unleashed SD, on the Wii and on the PlayStation 2, the drifting there was really good. D-rank! D-rank! Then I actually start restarting the stage because of getting hit once. Because the rings are important. Remember that every ring gets you 100 points, I think. So if you just get 100 rings, that's 10,000 points. Which is already a tenth of what you have to do. I actually, like, here I just show off that drifting here. I didn't really, like, sometimes it worked out for me, and sometimes it really didn't. And I don't know, I never feel confident about drifting in this game. I feel like they could have made it more sensitive, and made it depend more on how far you hold the analog stick, how sharp you actually take the curve, the curve. Like, it's weird. There could have been better solutions. And make the switch drifting faster. Like, make it so that you can drift for like switch drift in a matter of less than a second. Like a tenth of a second or something. And you're already going almost at full speed in the other direction. I would like the drifting controls are just too loose. They should be a bit more precise in my opinion. But, yeah, Sonic Generations fixed that, so that's the one thing I think Sonic Generations truly has over this game, the drifting controls, because it sucks in this game, it sucks! It is terrible! And, we're at attempt number 54 people, and we actually beat the stage! Yay! But we don't get an S rank. Sadly, we're stuck with the A rank for now. And now I actually want. Oh no, actually that's another thing. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, this was really funny. Like, why do you get hit there? I know that you're not supposed to be able to go there, but why do you get hit? Is it just like, is the ice in this game, like the ice that the pillars are made out of, actually programmed to just act like spikes and hurt you, instead of the game calculating how fast they're going towards you? That was just a silly thing I left in. Oh, here, you have to actually watch out for this pillar falling down sometime. I don't really know, like, if you're going fast and are being fast, the fastest you can be about it. What the hell happened there? What the hell happened there? The dash panels were just like, no, I mean the ramps were just didn't work. That was weird. Like, if you're going fast about that part of the stage, then I usually don't get hit by the pillars. But yeah, we're at attempt number 69. Hopefully something crazy happens in 69. So, I don't know. I'm always hopeful. Like, I think this is the first time we have an attempt number 69, but I'm always hopeful that I will have some reason to leave attempt number 69 in, because it's 69, and 69, I like 69. Shadow the Hedgehog probably has the most sexual voice ever. If you don't hear seriousness in it, the chances are that you are gonna hear like sexual things behind it instead. Sexual intentions. It's like, where's that damn fourth orgasm? That was probably the stupidest thing I've ever said, but I love it. Here, by the way, it happens again that I get hit by this pillar. You really gotta watch out. I cannot stress enough. You need that part to be fast about that part, because, again, if you like die in the third lap, you're gonna have to do the whole thing over again and do all 3 laps again, and all the 3 laps are kind of the same. So you can die on if there is a segment that you are not very good at, you're gonna pass it 3 times. Like, if you're always trying to drift here and get it right half of the time, that means that you're only gonna be able to pass the stage 1/8. The chances are only 1/8 that you're actually gonna beat this stage. Assuming you do everything else perfectly, but just that one part is giving you trouble, and you only do it half of the time, then your chances of beating the stage are 1/8, because you're gonna pass the thing 3 times, and you have a 50% chance of doing it the first time, you have a 50% chance of doing it the second time, you have a 50% chance of doing it the third time. If you multiply all these things together, like probability tells you to do, then yeah. That means that you're not very likely to beat the stage. So yeah, you really... There we go, I beat the stage again. And this is actually where I beat the stage. So I will see you next time on Sonic Unleashed. You're going to be able to see my total time in just a second. Yeah, I'll see you next time on Sonic Unleashed. This was a pretty cool stage. Until then.